So in this instalment of the Automotive Genius, we find Mark McDonald crawled on the floor under a 2004 Subaru, which has a blown head gasket. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and we've just missed some really colourful language, actually, which is...
Yes, we did. It's very colorful.
Indeed. So what are you doing here, getting off the thermostat?
Well, what we're attempting to do, since, you know, as usual, finances are tight, and you know, the domestic situation has proven to be difficult at best in using the wife's car. So
Right.
what we're going to do is we have to remove the thermostat so that we can drive the car around with a block sealer that will hopefully seal up the blown head gaskets and allow me to use it until I can properly fix it or sell it to some other young hopeful mechanic who will hopefully fix it.
And I've learnt that to actually replace the head, is it head gasket or head gas?
There are two heads, so it's two head gaskets.
Two head gaskets. It is an engine removal.
Yes, it is.
Oh, how nice of the Japanese the designers at Subaru to have done that. It's the Japanese.
But you know, the thing is that when they first came out, they were very easy to pull the motor out because it was basically just a water-cooled Volkswagen motor.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it was.
That's interesting.
The original Subaru that came to this country, which I believe was a model called the FF100, was just a little 1200cc water-cooled four-cylinder that was about half the size of this and very easy to work on.
Wow.
And people loved them for that reason. You could take the engine out very easily and repair it, and you know.
Yeah.
They were good little cars.
Yeah. And now it's got rather complicated. If we look underneath there.
Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to gut the thermostat so that we can...
Gut the thermostat.
Yes.
So you're going to...
we need the sealing surface of the thermostat body,
Yeah.
but without the internals.
Right.
So I'm going to...
Nice little 1960 Morris Minor here.
over here.
Yep.
That's
It's
the
a
plan.
work in progress. We picked this one up recently. Lovely little 1960. Would have been on the scrap heap if we hadn't, but we saved it. Cute little car. Yeah, it needs a bit of work.
We have a lot more to go to save it.
Bit of cosmetics. Yeah, but we're on the way to save it. Okay, here we are.
We'll just take the guts out of it out. Just remember, I do this. I don't recommend that other people do it.
Well, I probably would have suggested putting it in a vice.
Remember, I have years of experience and the scars to prove it. There we go. So that's that.
So you've removed the guts.
Well, not quite. Gotta take this part off. This is all I'm after right here.
Okay.
And the reason why we want this flange is because the rubber sealing ring will seal the thermostat body to the outlet. And also, with this in place, we'll have a slight restriction. We'll slow the water flow through the radiator and allow it to cool properly. If it wasn't in there, there's a possibility it would just overheat continuously.
Right, okay.
You know, so this is also part of the regime you have to do to use the wonderful product here. The Blue Devil head gasket sealer, the finest mechanic in a bottle you'll ever find. I wouldn't recommend drinking it, not even mixed properly with bourbon. But as you can see, it fixed blown head gaskets, warped, cracked heads, leaking heater cores, and leaking freeze plugs.
I wonder how many cars have been sold just after having
legions of them.
legions
of them have the Blue Devil in it.
That's right.
It's aptly named Blue Devil.
Anyway, here we go. So there we have it. Blue Devil head gasket sealer.
Yes, it's like a Tasmanian devil in a bottle. Lovely stuff.
It is.
It's the perfect stuff. You just have to have.
It's just not the perfect.
I don't think I ever saw Ed China use that.
No, I don't think Ed China would lower himself. But like I said before, you know, genius maybe, hack artist for sure.
But this is really only just to get the car to the point where you can use it before you have the time then to remove the engine and replace the head gasket.
Yes. If the truck would ever get past its emissions test, so I could drive the truck.
Yeah, well, we'll come onto the truck another day, actually, on another video.
Well,
but Mark, you've got a little bit of recycling to sort out. I can see over there.
Yes, it's true.
I think I need to help you out with that.
Well,
but this is. But look, this means that you've been very busy. You've been extremely busy in your workshop. Oh, look what we got up there. Look, there's a body. Anybody want to comment on what that body is? Please comment. I'm not going to say what it is. So if you recognize what that is, please leave us a comment. In fact, Mark and I forklifted that up there for a future project. So we'll get round to it one day, won't we? In fact, we have one that's beautifully running already. There's the Willys Overland with its heart taken out, its engine removed. We saw that one the other day. Nice interior. That's all been done up nicely.
That's a nice looking little truck.
It is. It is, and it's got a new bed on it as well. So, all right, Mark. Well, look. Thanks for checking in with us today.
Well, you know, it's always a treat, you know, to be
Yeah.
catch me with my
Colourful language.
and my head firmly underneath the chassis of a vehicle.
In normal circumstances, you would have put it up on the lift, wouldn't you? But
Yes, but unfortunately, that's going to require me moving the Willys and the Morris, and I just figured, what the heck, I'll grovel around on the ground one more time.
yeah.
And
Well, you've done it before.
yes,
It won't be
yes.
the last time.
After 50 years, I'm ready to stop
Crawling around.
groveling around on the ground. That's why we have a lift, so we don't have to grovel.
What was, just out of interest, I was watching this movie the other day and they had a pit instead of a lift.
That was the way they did it in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
You had a mechanic's pit. The only problem with them is the really deep ones, where it's like 6 foot deep or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to build up a lot of poisonous gas in the bottom, and you can actually asphyxiate yourself
Yeah.
working in them. I have used them in the past,
Yeah.
you know, but I wouldn't recommend it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the lifts are definitely more convenient, aren't they? And probably safer. as
They
well.
have their own danger level, you know. I mean, things can fall down due to gravity,
Yeah.
you know, but if you have a good lift and it's in good shape and set up correctly, it's probably going to last you decades, you know.
Right.
Those pits, they're low maintenance, but you know, and you're limited in what you can use them for. You know, it's mostly for oil changes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because all four wheels are not. The car's still on all four wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the whole idea. You
Yeah.
can drive in, do your maintenance, and then
Yeah.
drive out.
back out again without having to remove the wheels.
Yeah. God.
Whereas trying to do a brake job on a pit wouldn't be possible because
You'd have to jack it up anyway.
you have to jack it up anyway. Exactly.
Right.
So how are you getting on with that now? You remove. There's a piece of plastic. So you got it back together again.
Well, yeah, we got part of it back together again. And now we're trying to get this shroud back in, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully get everything.
I'm guessing that this this license plate holder, it says so much music. I reckon it was probably the bottom part was not enough time or too little time. That's what I'm thinking.
Who knows?
So much music, not enough time, or so little time.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Probably some music lover.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can make this fasten again.
Back on.
Is this a car you're going to take to Cars and Coffee, Mark? Is this
Cars and Coffee?
No.
Do you think it's a Cars and Coffee
No, we would
edition?
hang our head in shame
You sure?
taking this to Cars.
Well, I think someone would take it to coffee,
Yeah.
but not to Cars and Coffee necessarily.
You might show up and park around the corner
Yes.
for Cars and Coffee. But
You're not going to do any drifting or burnouts in this?
No. No, this will
Highly
get you up.
unlikely.
This will get you up to the
This
mountains.
is day-to-day, get you out there.
In the snow, it's
Is this
four-wheel drive. Oh yeah, it's four-wheel
yeah,
drive.
you know, so to get it up to the top of the mountain, you could push it over the edge and watch it tumble to the bottom. What a great joy that would be.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Yeah.
You ever notice how the force of gravity increases every year you're alive?
Yeah.
There we go.
So now what?
Well, now,
Blue Devil.
well, we have to read the instructions first.
The destructions. That's right.
Right.
Where are your destructions?
Cooling system must be clean and free-flowing before applying Blue Devil head gasket sealer. Remove thermostat and flush cooling system using Blue Devil radiator flush. Okay, or comparable flushing agent. And then flush with water. Well, this thing has had so much water run through it, I don't think there's anything left to flush. You know? So we're gonna skip that step. All right? Engine must be cold before you begin. Remove the radiator cap and start the engine while cold. Turn the heater to max. Pour slowly with the engine idling. Slowly pour the Blue Devil into the radiator. Take 1 minute pour time for the entire bottle. After pouring the Blue Devil slowly, let the engine idle with the cap on for 50 minutes. You do not need to flush the system a second time after process is complete. Let engine cool before installing new thermostat. Drain enough fluid to refill with compatible antifreeze. So those are the instructions.
You know what? I think another appropriate name for this.
What's that?
Poor Devil.
Poor Devil.
Yeah, is it?
Poor Devil that's having to use it.
Time to pour the poor devil inside. Let's go. We're gonna flush the devil.
Yes,
Here we go.
it's definitely the poor devil. I am the epitome of the poor devil. Yes.
All right. So should we leave it there, and or do we want to see the actual
think we should
Poor
see-
Devil going in?
I think that that part of the process would probably be more tedious than the audience could bear. So we will relieve them of the circumstance of watching me try and bodge it together.
Okay.
You know, later on, maybe we'll have a celebratory drink if it works.
Yes,
We'll have a
absolutely.
clip of potential.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate the instalment today on this 2004 Subaru
Forester.
Forester.
And if
Okay.
you poor devils
Got
want
it.
to like and subscribe, please do that.
Yeah, and actually, instead, remember, name that body up there on the top there. Name what it is, and we'll let you know if you're right or not. Okay. Cheers. Bye.